Listen, I know what you're thinking. That sweater vest, those wicked shades. This girl is an athlete. And while I have seen Winning Time and King Richard and, watched LeBron beat the all-time scoring record, I hate to break it to you, but I'm not an athlete. I am just a girl that watches sports movies. I know, shocking, right? And the latest of those that I've added to my little sports repertoire is Air. If you would have told me a couple years ago that I would have loved a movie about Air Jordans that doesn't include a single line from Michael Jordan himself, I would have thought you were insane. But as anyone who has seen the Last Dance documentary during the Panini of 2020 will tell you, I am a huge Chicago Bulls fan, okay? Listen, I've cried with MJ. We've cried together. Dennis Rodman, I feel like I was there that day that he flew to Vegas without any of the rest of the team knowing. They were all panicking that he wasn't at practice. But in all seriousness, like every other American, if there's a sports story that's really got an underdog tone, that's funny and really will have you kind of like raging to go run a marathon afterwards, it just gets in my veins and I love it, okay? Rocky, Creed, any of the other Rockies are great. But what I didn't expect from this film was an underdog story about the greatest selling shoe of all time and how it roughly got started. I didn't get how I was supposed to buy into the fact that this wasn't going to be a massive success or believe that Nike was anything other than an insane shoe and sports apparel empire. Yet Air was so well performed by every single actor that every line felt easy coming out of their mouth. It felt purposeful and like anyone could have done their job. It pokes fun at the fact that you already know the ending of this story. It doesn't expect that you're gonna be on the edge of your seat assuming that you don't know how this works out. And it also includes some amazing 80s music, and that kind of combo, that concoction of all of these different elements is what makes Air so much fun. The core of this story, though, is really Jason Bateman's character, and then in contrast, the absence of Michael Jordan from the film. Jason Bateman's character, although every performance is pretty incredible, his character's storyline is really the one that gets you, it's the emotional core of the film. It's the one that gets you invested in the story, why they're doing stuff. For him, through his character, his life, his relationships, you learn and understand what these Nike employees back in the 80s actually potentially had at stake. It's not just hypothetical or historical money. In that moment, you feel their fears for their jobs, their fears for their families, their fears for their livelihoods, and that really resonates with you. That's the part of it that gets to that underdog core. It's not just Matt Damon making some awesome moves. It has that Moneyball feel of like there's a real consequence to these people not accomplishing what they are setting out to accomplish. When you juxtapose that emotional core of the film with a Michael Jordan whose face you never see on screen, who kind of is indifferent and or apathetic towards these people's energy and plight towards trying to get a shoe for him, it works so well. I can't emphasize enough how effective that contrast is, as well as how smart of a move it was. Not only does it allow the film's veteran stars like Davis, Affleck, and Damon to really shine in their roles, giving such great performances that they look so incredibly easy. But it also is smart press-wise because a lot of the attention of this film isn't being turned to some newcomer playing a young Michael Jordan and whether or not he portrayed him effectively or accurately. From top to bottom, Air really just shines and is going to become as classic as the design of the shoe that the film is named after, and it really is because of that essential need for you to root for these characters, even if you're not into sports, like me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I would love if you commented your thoughts on the film or my thoughts on the film, pretty meta there, down below in the comments. You can also subscribe if you'd like to get more film and television and pop culture related content. That's what I do on this channel. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have an absolutely amazing day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye guys.